Minecraft is such a beautiful game with a huge variety of different mobs. These mobs are such a big part of the game, bringing so much life into the world, but it's rare that you'll even get to see all 79 mobs, and even more rare that you'll see the different variants of each mob. One of the biggest reasons why is because you have to travel thousands of blocks to find them all. So today, we're gonna fix that by building a zoo for all 34 different passive mobs in the game. So this is the area that we'll be building in. As you can see, there's a lot of trees. This is not ideal for building. I think the first thing we have to do here is prepare the land. Let's start from one end and work our way down to the other. So here's the plan for the zoo. I'll be putting all of these mobs into the zoo. There's 34 in total, which is a lot of different enclosures, so we can group up a few of them together. Like, we'll put horses, mules, and donkeys all into one enclosure because they're basically the same thing. Then we can pair up some mobs that will live in similar biomes, like the ocelot and parrots, both living in the jungle. We can put turtles and axolotls into the same enclosure, and then I reckon we could probably split the water animals into like 3 different enclosures. So now that we've got a rough idea of what we want to do, let's lay it out onto the land. Let's go get some wool and make ourselves sort of like an outline of roughly where we want all the enclosures to go. Okay, so now we've got the whole thing planned out, and I think this should be just enough enclosures. So what we'll do is we'll put all the boring animals like cows and pigs on this side, and then we'll put the cool animals and also the cooler enclosures on this side. And then to fit all the water animals, I'll do like an underground aquarium with like the entrance being in this blue area here. So now I'll sort the animals into colors and you'll be able to see what groups of animals we get. Alright, so I think to start the zoo, we'll raise it up slightly so that this little hill here isn't as big, because I think that will be a bit of an issue. So we went over to our industrial area, got some stone, made some andesite, and collected some dirt, then built up the wall that roughly followed the shape of the river. So something like that. Alright, so now if I go get some more stone, we can plan out what I want the shape of the entrance to actually be. My plan was to build the entrance in the orange area, and the rough layout of the entrance looked like this. So my plan with the part where you actually walk through was to have big Jurassic Park style doors here, and then I wanted to have a big arch over the doors. So something like I mean, the idea is sort of there. It's lopsided. But I think if I get some stairs and slabs, I can save this idea. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And now I think the letters ZOO will fit nicely up there. I'll try make it look nice, but it might be quite difficult because they'll be diagonal. So let's start like this. Oh yeah, here we go. First O is real easy. Ideally, we'd make this match the curve of this, so we want it to be another like half slab down. Oh, we can trapdoor that. And then if we do slabs again, I'm happy with that. Now we just got to tackle the Z. I guess if we just put that there, maybe another one there. Okay, I've got a basic Z shape. I think we just need some more trapdoors. Yeah, I would say that looks like a pretty good zoo. So to really make the entrance better, we added a huge open gate under the arch, then built up some walls. So now that we've got this little section here done, it's quite bland right here. It's definitely missing a few things. So I reckon first we'll add in a path, and then I reckon we can add one tree here and another tree over here. Before being able to build those, we had to collect up a bunch of oak leaves. Let's hope that should be enough to at least build 2 trees. And we also had to get some bricks for the path. So I used our dirt to clay farm we made in the last episode, which you should totally check out after this video. Okay, let's build up this area here. So now what we'll work on is what we need to actually be able to store these mobs. So to keep a mob from despawning, we'll need to get ourselves a name tag. And then to get the mobs over here easily, I'd say we'd need probably a lot of leads. So we can craft leads, I'm pretty sure, but name tags we can't craft. We need to get ourselves villager for that. I have no idea what villager sells them. Let's see. Oh, it's a librarian villager. Easy. Let's start by looking at the players around here. Let's see if they've got any villagers. Mike might have some. Nope. Nope. You. Oh my, 20. Okay, 20. There's no way it's 20 each. Oh my goodness, it is. I decided to start with getting the leads since they don't cost 20 emeralds each. So we got some string, got some slime balls, and crafted a couple stacks of it. Then for the name tags, I went over to Average's raid farm and stole some of his emeralds. That should be enough. Okay, we got 57. We didn't even get a stack. That's crazy, because considering the amount of fish I want to get, that's not enough. Back we go. After stealing more emeralds and trading with villagers again, we now had about 2 stacks of name tags, which should be good for now. But now that we've got those, we can begin working on the actual zoo part. So currently the zoo looks like this, with only the entrance being done. So now we'll work on the red area, where we'll be putting the animals that you can usually find in a plains biome. The first step will be to find and move most of the animals into like a temporary pen before building up the actual enclosures. So let's build up the temporary pen first. So let's just build it like here for now. Now that we have some pens, we can start collecting some animals. It was super easy to find pigs, sheep, chickens, and cows because they were just roaming around the area. With the ones that we currently have, we might as well build up their enclosures now. This was originally meant to be a time lapse, but the file got corrupted. So what we did was we built the path and then the shape of the enclosures. So I reckon the next step is to probably detail each enclosure and then start getting the animals already in place. I reckon I'll start from this end and move our way down, detailing them all. We started with the pig enclosure. This enclosure is nothing fancy. We just added some mud for detail and that's basically it. Next up was the chicken enclosure. We did this cool trick with item frames and coral fans to make it look like a nest. And we added a little chicken coop too. And then the sheep enclosure. All I did was change the grass a bit. that was it. We'll get these two and move them into the pig pen. So if we just go over here, they should follow. Perfect. And I don't think they can get out. Alright, now let's go get the chickens in place. Perfect. And then we'll move the sheep in last. So now they're in place. We still had to build up 3 more enclosures. So my plan was to put the rabbits in this area here, the horses, mules, and donkeys in this big area, and the cows over here. Yeah, I decided to add a hill and then also make it go into like a tunnel because I thought that would be cool. So we've finished the cow pen, we can put the cows in there now. After getting the cows in their enclosure, we now had the rabbits and horses left. And in Minecraft, some mobs have different variants, and my plan for the zoo is to get all the different variants of all the mobs. So because both rabbits and horses have multiple variants, these two will be a bit more difficult to find and collect than the others. So here are all the types of rabbits we can find, so let's start collecting them. Alright, easiest way to find rabbits will probably be just to chuck on F3B and then fly around till we find something. I usually see rabbits spawn a lot in spruce biomes. There's got to be a few in here, right? At least I think I normally see them spawn in here. This might be quite difficult to find one. Hello. So now we need to get this guy back to our base. Can I fly with this guy? Oh, I killed it. I killed it. Great. Okay, well that didn't work. Oh, hello, you're another one. Okay, so flying might not work. So I need to start from up high and then sort of gradually build my speed, I think, because I think a firework accelerates me too quickly. Can this rabbit jump up? Oh my god, can rabbits not jump? Oh my god. Let's grab that other one that was up here and we might just have to run all the way back. This might be quite a big journey back. Oh, Yes! Okay, they're on flight, Okay, I didn't actually expect that to work. This is real risky with 2 of them. Please work. Okay, so as long as we take off horizontally, I think the mobs stay on. Okay, how does the landing work here? Do I need to do like a real slow descent? Or is it just gonna like die if it hits the ground? And it died. Do you want to transport your own mobs around your world? This is everything you need to know. Step 1. Taking flight. To take flight with your mobs, you can't accelerate too fast or the lead will break. I recommend jumping off a cliff. Step 2. During flight. When in flight, you must use your fireworks horizontally or the lead will break. Make sure to have smooth movements. Step 3. Landing. A soft landing is a safe landing. If you land with a thud, so will the mob. So what are you waiting for? Go transport some mobs. Alright, so let's take some blocks, and now let's go try and find some more rabbits again. After successfully being able to transport some rabbits back to the zoo, we had a white one and this one. Those were all the variants that spawned in the snowy biomes, so we started looking in other biomes. Oh, are you a rabbit? Nope, you're an egg. Surely a bunny's got to spawn somewhere here. Right there we go. Jump! Oh my god, I hate these guys. I might as well. Dogs like to kill rabbits. Good to know. Good to know. We found another rabbit and built a big staircase up. Then we successfully took flight with it and safely landed back at the zoo. Then we found another variant. That's different, right? No, go away. Oh my, hello. Natural pink sheep as well. We might as well bring that over just because it's a natural one. After struggling with the rabbit, please rabbit, get up. We got the pink sheep and the rabbit back to the zoo. So now we just had to find 2 more. The desert one and the black one. The desert one was super easy to find. That took like 5 minutes. And then we had to find the black one. I spent the next 30 minutes searching for it but couldn't find it. So I thought it would be way easier to just get it from breeding. Alright, so now we just need to come back and breed these guys up till we get the right variant. If you didn't know, with most mobs, if you breed them, they have a very small chance of mutating into a different variant. Wait a second. We got it. We got the different one that we needed. We definitely have too many now. I'm just gonna... Okay, I just need to kill this little... I need to get rid of this last one. Perfect. So now we'll name tag you. And if I name this one Toast, it turns into this thing. So that's the rabbits done, which now means we can move on to getting all the different types of horses. After looking at the horse variants, I found out there are a lot more than I first thought. What I might do is I might just get one of each color, which is still a lot. So we set out to find the horses, donkeys, or mules. Is that a donkey? Found a donkey. I'm assuming you're a donkey. What happens if we lead this and then jump off the cliff? Oh, okay, well, he's off. Alright, let's go. He stays on, right? Just. Let's see, please don't fall off. He's staying on, we're fine. Okay, so I've got a donkey in here. Let's rename him. So now, how do we find a mule? Where do they actually spawn? Do they just spawn like donkeys do, just like anywhere? I'd assume they would, right? Oh, there's a horse. We might as well take the horses. Alright, let's go. Okay, we'll drop this fella in here. Beautiful. So is this the chestnut one? I think so. Let's go find another one. Actually, you know what I think might be the easiest thing to do? If we come over to my neighbor's base over here and we steal Cimrex's horse. Oh. Whoops, didn't... Whoops. Oh, well, he's name tagged. And now, in theory, we should be able to breed these 2, right? Oh, how do I feed them? Do they want apples? Surely it's not apples. That's going to be so annoying if it is. Oh, okay, not apples. Do I need to tame this one? If I need to tame this is going to be so annoying. I can't feed these guys now. What if I give you some of this? Oh, okay. So it's golden carrots, so this is going to be really expensive. I wanted to try get a couple more horses before we started breeding them. We managed to find some, but they were quite far away. Beautiful, now we just have the big flight back home. Imagine you're just chilling in spawn and then you just see this fly past. That'd be quite funny to see. So now we basically just need to find like a grey one and a white one, I think. I don't know, horses are confusing. Oh, and a mule. Now begun the process of breeding the horses till they mutated into the colours we were looking for. Wait, what? The donkey and the horse make a mule? Ah! That's how you find them. So that's the mule's done then. I know there's only one type of mule. Now I guess we just need to get the other two. After a little bit of breeding, I think we have all the colours. It's really hard to tell with horses. So that makes all of the plain mobs finished. But there's an issue that I have with this area. It doesn't feel very like immersive when you come through here because you've got like this and that and like the background's very distracting. So I think the easiest way to fix that is to add a whole bunch of custom trees everywhere. Last time we made these two trees, we collected this many leaves, and now after we were left with this much. We were going to build at least 6 times more trees, so I had to get a faster way of getting leaves. So I crafted a diamond hoe, put silk touch on it, and started deforesting a forest. Then, once we collected 3 shulkers full of leaves, we built up the trees. So now this area is looking a little bit better now. So we can no longer see as much in the background, which I reckon's quite nice because it makes it feel a lot more immersive. But now that we've completely finished the plains biome, let's move on to our next area. Now we'll work on the cyan area. So we'll start by building up the walls of the enclosures and leveling the terrain a little bit. So the plan is to put the pandas here, sniffers here, and armadillos here. So let's go get those mobs. We'll start off with probably the easiest one to find, which is the armadillo. We headed over to an acacia biome. Can armadillos even spawn here? With Minecraft, let's say you created your world in 1.20. Then they updated to 1.21, adding new mobs to the game. You can only find these mobs in new chunks, meaning you have to go to areas that haven't already been explored, which is a little bit difficult when you're playing on a server with people. So because this biome was generated before we updated to 1.21, the armadillo can't spawn here. We might need to find a new savanna because that one isn't working. Can they spawn in Badlands? Okay, we found a few of them. So now, how far away am I? I'm like 6,000 blocks away. Great. Let's just build up, I guess, and then try and fly back. Oh, we only have 14 rockets as well. Now we just have the very, very long journey back. And they both fell off. Let's try finding 2 more armadillos and try not to let them die. After finding some more armadillos in a biome that was even further away, we started flying them back to the zoo. Just be nice and gentle and we should be fine. No! Oh, now that we've got the armadillo safely back to the zoo, we can now go get the sniffer. Okay, so to find the sniffer, I need to find it in suspicious sand. So, to find that we need a brush. Okay, so we need a stick. Surely I can find some copper in this cave. Yeah, there's some. And now for a feather, I have no idea where a chicken is. I guess the closest place that I would know of is probably my zoo. So we'll just quickly yoink. Oh, that didn't drop any. Yoink. Oh, that also didn't drop any. Maybe we should use the looting sword, that might be a little bit better. There we go. Now we need to use the brush on suspicious sand, which we can find inside a warm ocean. And we brush this stuff. We should eventually get a sniffer egg. Suspicious sand, where are you? We searched for the ruined structures that spawn in the ocean for like the next 20 minutes. We used the brush on all the sand we could find till eventually we got the sniffer egg. Oh, we found one, okay. This took a while to find, so I thought it would be easier to head back and ask Riley if we could steal one of his sniffers.
This is not gonna go well.
Let's hope this thing's prepared to be airlifted out of here. Is he still on? Okay, good. Beautiful, here we go. Okay, now we just need to go nice and slow with this guy. After a safe landing, we placed down the sniffer egg and waited. So now after a little bit of time, we now have a little baby sniffer, which will eventually grow up into the size of this guy. But now we got those two, we still have one enclosure left to fill up, and we'll put pandas in that one. So, pandas are kinda interesting in Minecraft. There's 7 different variations of the panda, and 6 out of 7 of these don't affect the visual changes that much, but they do affect the way the pandas behave. For example, there's angry pandas that will attack you, shy pandas that will run away from you. This is unlike any other mob in the game, but the 1 out of 7 is a brown panda, which, well, makes the panda brown. And there's a whole gene pool and like selective breeding you can do with pandas, but I'm not that smart, so I'm just gonna breed up a whole bunch of them and hope I get lucky. But to do that, we actually need to find some pandas.
Somewhere that way. Let's go.
That way? Okay.
1 second. Before we go and find... Where are you finding mushrooms? Oh, pandas.
That's not even close.
Before we go and find pandas, we need their favorite food source.
True. Well, I'm sure where pandas will be will also be where bamboo will be. So with Wire Destroyer's help, we set out to find some pandas.
Onward.
We're going back where we came from now.
Are we? Okay. So, now we need pandas.
Oh, found one. I found a slight issue. We can't lead them, I think.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you know what we can do? Wait for it. Boom. Safety boat. Get in.
Okay.
And then you do that,
From my tests, I found that the boats don't like to fly with the elytra. What? Oh.
Your tests have failed, Padawan.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
I have a panda.
Wait. But editing Spade here. I still have no clue how he was able to fly so aggressively without breaking the lead. But anyway, we moved the first panda out of the bamboo and searched for a second one. Oh, looky what I found. This thing is so slow.
Yeah. Oh, watch out, fly away.
Oh, hello. We moved the second panda over to the boat. Should I try, see if I can take off? Oh! Alright, round 2.
Up and away.
Did I do it?
Oh, you got them now. Yeah.
Okay, I just need to go get a little bit of speed and then I should be able to go like
Oh,
this.
that was so close. You almost landed.
So they're both on? Beautiful. Okay, the pandas are still attached. Uh-oh. The pandas have in fact disappeared. Oh, okay, I found them again. We flew them out of the water and back to the zoo without dropping them this time. Yeah, now all we need to do is get all the different variations.
How much do they want to eat?
Oh,
they got a baby.
so we started to breed the pandas. It is very cramped in here now. I might need to expand this pen. We expanded the pen and then started breeding them again. There's way too many pandas in here now. Oh, what just hit me? Oh my, wait, is this guy like angry at me? Ah, it's an angry variant. Okay, well it's our first angry variant then. After a tiny bit more breeding, I'm also starting to have a small problem. I have too many pandas now, and we still don't have a single brown one. So to free up some space, I killed off most of the pandas and spent the next couple hours breeding them all back up again. After going through another round, look what we finally have. We finally got a brown one. That took so long. So now, all we gotta do is kill off all of these guys again. Done. Now that we finally have all the variants, we can decorate the enclosures and put the animals into it. We started with the sniffer enclosure. With this one, I wanted to make it very green and full of life. Then we did the armadillo enclosure. Because they live in savannas, I tried to make the biome look similar to that. I think it sort of looks like a savanna. And lastly, the panda enclosure. I wanted to make this feel very lush, so I added a water feature, a bunch of bamboo and sugarcane, and this cherry tree. So I reckon it looks a little bit better now, because when you first walk in, you got the pig from the cherry tree, which looks quite nice. And with those being decorated, we've now finished another group. But now that we've finished this area, we'll move on to the lime area. So for these ones, we'll get llamas and camels. None of these have variants, I think. Well, llamas do, but like, they're not interesting. So let's go find ourselves some llamas and camels. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen llamas in the wild. I only see them from wandering traders. Where do we find llamas? Are they like a desert? No. Jungle? No, where would we find llamas? I reckon llamas spawn in like warmer biomes. We'll head over to like the desert and see if there's any that spawn here. Where do llamas spawn? Alright, let's see what's through this portal. Oh, here we go. Here's another village. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that's one camel. Please tell me there's like a second one around here. That would be very helpful. I can only see this one guy, but let's get him back to the zoo, I guess. And then we can find the other one a bit later. Oh, there's another camel. Alright, this is perfect. As long as this guy doesn't die. Beautiful. Might as well take the second one with us now. Alright, beautiful. They're both in place now. Okay, now we just need to go find ourselves the llamas. So I still have no idea where llamas spawn. Oh, wait. Oh my god, there we go. Wow, we're very far out. Where are we? We're 5,000 blocks away. But we found some. Okay, so they do spawn in savannas. I thought they might have. We headed back to the zoo. We'll just land them down nice and gently over here. Okay, let's build up the enclosures for these two now. We started with the llama enclosure. This was going to be a fairly boring enclosure, but we did have to deal with this hill. So I just made a little stone cliff at the back. The camel enclosure was going to have a deserty theme to it with a little oasis thingy. And we also had to do another cliff for this one. Beautiful. And they fit quite nicely into their enclosures. And if you want to see one more cool thing you can do to llamas, if we put on a carpet, look, they have like little things. And you can do like every color of carpet as well. For example, the yellow one looks like this, which I actually really like. White also looks real cool. Gray is a little like bandit looking thing on. I love that. And with that, we've finished another group. This is what the zoo currently looks like. So we might as well do the purple area to finish off that section of the zoo. So my plan for the purple area is to get some of the flying stuff. So we'll get bees and the allays, but because they're flying, I think this one might be easier if we build the enclosure first and then go get them. So let's start off with the bee enclosure. So we'll put the bees in this dome, but first we need to fill it with the most colorful flowers we can find. So I think the best place to find them will probably be at my dye farm, because I'm pretty sure we produce like most flowers there. At the dye farm, we took out some flowers from the chests, and because the farm is in a flower forest, we just ran around and gathered more types that weren't already in the chest. Now let's put all of these flowers into the bee enclosure. Let's see, we'll put all the tall stuff near the back so it doesn't like fully block the view when you're on the path. Perfect. I'd say if I was a bee, I'd love this place. Alright, now we need to go get the bees. So I guess if we just go look in maybe the cherry blossom biome, we could easily find some beehives. Yeah, like one right there. So all I do is I need to put down a smoker, and then I think I can just use my silk touch pick. Yeah, we got 3 more bee nests and place them into the enclosure. We just need some bees to show themselves now. What if I break this without the smoker? No, what if I just break it? Oh, they're angry. Well, at least they're out now. Did they eventually stop getting aggro at me? With the bees done, we now have the allay enclosure left. I think of allays as kind of like fairies in a way. So I tried to make the enclosure look kind of magical. I kind of like how it turned out. But now we need to get the allays. I've never used allays before, so I know literally nothing about them. I don't even know where to find them. I think it's at pillager outposts. Let's just fly around till we can find a pillager outpost, I guess. I mean, there's one right there, but I'm assuming it's been looted. Because I know that they spawn in these kind of things like this iron golem. No, so this one just has the iron golems in there. So we'll have to find another one now. I'm sure it won't be too difficult to find one. It was. I couldn't find one. So I started searching around other members' bases, hoping that they had found one and that I could just duplicate that. Oh my god. Yes, he does. Okay. Beautiful. So now to make these guys duplicate, I think if I play this. Okay, it's spinning. It looks happy. Do you duplicate? Please do something. No, don't fly away. Does it have to be with another one? Is this how it works? Is it not music? Is that not how I do this? Ah, I'm missing something. We need to get an amethyst shard. Now if we head over here and we give it to this guy, and we give it to one of these. Oh my, okay, well that worked instantly. Alright, so now that we've duplicated one, okay, let's take this back and head back to our allay chamber thingy. Oh, it's so easy to fly with this guy. This is wonderful. I don't even need to be smooth. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh no, this is the worst biome to lose him in as well. No. If I was in LA, where would I be? Probably still in the sky somewhere. Aha! Is that him? Yes, okay, good. We found him again. We flew back to the zoo, put the allay in his enclosure, and started duping it. Hey, give me my amethyst shard. Give me the shard. And there we go, there's a bunch more allays in there, and I think they actually look pretty cool in there. So, next. He's not supposed to be in there. How did he get out? Was it because of this block? If we pulled that guy up to there and then over here. Yeah, it was that block. Okay. So, we need to get this guy back out and then back in here. So if we just put a block there, I think that should fix our issue. Let's hope. Either way, that's the first and only mob, hopefully, that has, or that will escape an enclosure. So the other ones seem to be nicely in place, I think. Well, anyway, moving on. We only have a few colors left to fill in. We can either build up the pink area and leave the yellow till last, or build up the yellow and leave the pink till last. Because I'm planning on putting the cooler stuff on this side of the zoo, we'll leave that side till last. So let's work on the yellow area. My idea for this yellow area was basically to build a big centerpiece for the zoo. So, before we can build any enclosures, let's get that started. So far, we've built up this big sort of skeleton of a volcano, but it's quite boring when it's just stone. So I've left this big area here open so we can add lava pouring down the side of the volcano. And then at the top, we can have smoke or something coming out. So let's go get some materials for that. All I'll be needing to get is basalt and blackstone, which we can find pretty easily in the nether. So, basalt. Ideally, we'd find a basalt delta. So all we got to do is mine all of this up. Let's hope that should be enough. I think it should be. And while we're here, we might as well get some blackstone just for a bit more texture. Okay, so that should be all we need from the nether. And then we'll also get some magma for the actual lava part, which I conveniently also have a farm for. We might need quite a lot actually. Now with everything collected, let's make the volcano come to life. I love the way that this turned out. I took some inspiration from Good Times with Scars volcanoes, and I like it. Like, it's fairly basic, but I think it ties the area up really nicely. But now that we've also done that, you can sort of see some natural little like enclosures we can do. So we can do one here, we can do one here, we can do one over here, and then we can also do one in here. So I reckon over here we can do foxes, and then here we could probably do goats because it's on a mountain, so it sort of makes a little bit of sense. Let's go find them now. So foxes have two variants. One is the normal orange fox, and the other is a snowy white fox. There's one. Give me that, and give me you. Okay, perfect. Now these guys can come with me. So let's land these guys here. And my plan for these guys is, because they can jump, quite high. I can't really build a fence that would actually be able to contain them unless it's like 5 blocks tall, and I'm not doing that. Okay, so if I grab a fence and put it here, we can then lead like this guy and put him there. So now this guy, even if he does jump really high, he won't be able to go very far because of the lead. Now we just have to get a normal fox. So I went to the spruce forest next to the zoo and found one in there. Alright, so now that we've got those, we might as well just immediately move on to the goats. And again, goats are going to be a very similar situation because they can jump even higher. I thought that goats would be just as easy to find as the foxes were, but it ended up taking me about 15 minutes to find any goat. So this should stop them from being able to jump, I think. I don't think they can break the leads. So we bred up the goats, and now all we have left is to decorate the enclosures. We started with the fox enclosure. All I did was add some spruce trees and spam down some berry bushes. Then for the goat enclosure, I didn't really know how to decorate it, so I just added some leaves and grass. This is the best I could think of. So now we have 3 mobs left in the yellow section. These 2 I'll put together in a jungle themed enclosure. And for the strider, well, what better place for the nether mob to go than inside the lava-y volcano? Do these guys need to be in lava to survive? Or can we go collect them now and then build up the enclosure later? Let's do that. Let's go collect it, see if it survives. I think it should, but... I built a portal outside the volcano, but it must have been too close to the other portal because this happened. Oh, great. I built it too close. That portal just led us to the nether roof, which is not where striders live. I built another one a little bit further away. There's some striders. Actually, that might be a really helpful portal. So that should ignite. Where does this actually lead to? Why? How does it lead into a cave? Maybe that won't be helpful. I need 2 of you to come with me. Okay, I feel like these guys might be really annoying to move. We very slowly got one of the striders up to where the portal is. Okay, let's get this guy through the portal. So he can survive in the overworld, right? Yep. Oh, no, 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 no. Get out of the water. Oh. Okay. Probably should have thought that one through. After we built a bridge across the water, we put the strider into a pen, then went to go get another one. Again, this one was slow, but we got it out of the nether and into the pen safely. Okay, so let's quickly build up this lava enclosure. Alright, so now on the inside, we've got this little area that we can put the striders in. So, let's go put them in. I'm assuming they disappeared because they can't survive in the rain. And while I was building, it must have rained. So we had to get 2 more. No, make that 3 more striders. And this time putting them straight into their enclosure where they're safe from the rain. So that leaves us with 2 more mobs for the yellow area, the ocelot and the parrot. We'll start by finding some ocelots. I know there's a few jungles like a couple 1,000 blocks away, which might actually be the easiest place to find them, which is sad. This is a jungle, yeah. Oh yeah. Aha. There's those. That's perfect. So if I go nice and slowly up to them, they shouldn't be scared of me, right? Perfect. Okay, now we should find another one. Please, stop running from me. Please, come back. Come back. Stop, no. Oh no, where'd the other one go? Great. I went to go sleep because the zombies were starting to get really annoying. And when I came back, I just couldn't seem to find a single ocelot. There's no parrots. There's no like pandas. There's no ocelots. Where is everyone? There's another one. Please don't run away from me. No. Okay, at least we still have this one. That's it there. Got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, this way. Please don't break. They both immediately broke. Great. Is that them? Okay, that's them on the tree. Be nice and slow. They shouldn't run off. Alright, there we go. That's better. Now they're both on. I managed to lose one while flying back to the zoo. So once we got this one there, I went back and got another one. The last mob we now need to get is the parrot. This one has multiple variants, so I came up with a genius plan. Because the parrots can fly, I'll build a temporary building where we can breed parrots until we get all the variants. So let's go find some parrots and bring them back here to breed. Okay, we're back at the big jungle. So hopefully it won't be too difficult to find some parrots here. What are you? Oh, perfect. And lucky we were. We managed to find all 5 variants of the parrot within like 5 minutes of finding the first one. Our luck did run out when we were flying back. No. Why did 3 of them just get put off? Okay, I really don't want to have to go from a mangrove swamp. Okay. 4. Okay, now we've got to do to get this last guy, which shouldn't be too hard. Did I get him? Beautiful, we have all 5 again. Okay, I really don't want to have to do that again. Okay, so we're here. I built this whole box for nothing. Oh, it spawns creepers. Okay, beautiful. Can I just lead them to like here? So we have our parrots. We have all the ocelots. Let's build up a jungle enclosure. These trees are actually like bigger than I thought. Like this is like 12 stacks of leaves, which it just doesn't look like. But anyway, this one was a bit of a challenge because I'm going to let the ocelots roam around freely. And I had to make sure they couldn't just escape by climbing up the mountain. So I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be able to get out anywhere. We moved the ocelots into the enclosure. There's 4 in here. If there's not 4 in a bit, then we have a slight problem. But let's also get the parrots in place. So we'll take one at a time. And my plan for the parrots are a little bit different. So because they can fly, I don't really want to have to put like a dome over top. So what I might do is I might just lead them to a tree. And then they can still fly around, but they can't actually go anywhere. And I don't think the ocelots try and kill them, so that's probably our easiest solution. I will just lead these guys in different places. I hope they can fly up, or else this will look kind of silly. Okay, so the parrots haven't turned out exactly how I wanted them to. They're not really moving as much, but I mean they're at least in the enclosure. And with that, that's the yellow section all finished. We only have a few areas left now. So we'll do the grey area now, which will be frogs. For the frog enclosure, I used a bunch of mud to make it look like a swamp because that's sort of where frogs live. Alright, so we've got a pretty simple enclosure, and now let's go find the frogs. Frogs are another mob that has multiple variants, but you get these slightly differently than other mobs. I think you have to breed them in like a certain biome. So I know that there's some frogs in the swamp biome somewhere over here. Oh, there's one. There's 2. So let's grab this frog and let's grab this frog. The white ones are the ones that are spawned in warmer biomes, I think. So frogs have 3 different variants. One for a warm biome, another is for like normal biomes, and the last one is for the cold biomes. So all we're gonna do is breed up a frog in each type of biome. We started off by bringing the frog into a cold biome. He's sliding everywhere. What? Oh. Ah, so what? Now I just need to wait for this to like grow up. We got tadpoles. Because I know we can pick these up in a bucket, but I'm not sure if they will stay the cold biome color if I take them over to the zoo now. I mean, we might as well test, because I reckon it'll be way easier transporting them through in a bucket than by lead. Alright, so let's take these guys, and let's just go plump them down at the zoo. Beautiful. Okay, let's wait for these guys to now grow up and see what they turn into. I think if they turn into the green one, then that means they've been bred in the cold biome. So we sat and waited for them to grow into frogs. So it's grown up now, but because it's an orange color, that means it's a frog of the normal temperature biome, which means we need to grow tadpoles in the cold biome before bringing them over to the zoo. Now we just need to go AFK for another 20 minutes back at the cold biome to get the green ones, and then we can bring everything over and we have all the variants. So, by the looks of it, we have the green ones. So let's grab you, and let's take them back to the zoo. And that's our frog enclosure done, I think. So this is the aquarium, and just this blue area here isn't big enough to hold all the fish in the game. So what I'm going to do is this will be the entrance. So what we'll actually do is we'll go underground to make this. So we'll just like mine out all of this area sort of here. And then I guess we just do like a staircase down from about here. Let's see, that should be deep enough, I think. So now we'll just mine out an area down here. Okay, so in the end, this is what we've got. So the space we dug out can be divided into two sections. On this side we can put the tropical fish and the puffer fish, and on this side we can put the cod, salmon and squids. We can't really get the fish before we build the enclosure, so let's build up everything here, including the entrance. I want to make this feel like a real aquarium, so I used blue walls and quartz to really give it that aquarium look. On the left side we built up a tank full of coral blocks, and on the right we just used seagrass and kelp. For the entrance, I wanted to try something I've never done before, which is building organic things. So I built a shark where you walk into its mouth to get down into the aquarium. I'm actually really happy how this turned out. So you enter through the shark's mouth, down, and then I tried to like transition from mouth to like aquarium. I really like how this place turned out. It might actually be one of my, it is my favorite enclosure so far. So this side will be tropical fish and this side will be boring fish. There are a lot of combination of tropical fish, which can be a whole video in itself. So we're just gonna get a couple tropical fish. If I got all the variants, that would take me a very, very long time to do. So now let's head to a coral reef and go steal some fish. So we went around the coral reef collecting up fish. I tried to get as much color and variation as I could. Okay, let's head back and see if the amount of fish that we caught is actually a good amount or not. How does this look? Pathetic. They're not really swimming like I hoped they would. Why are they just like chilling up here? Either I reckon that's good enough for now. We can always revisit this one. But now we have this side to do. So on this side, we were gonna put the salmon, cod and squid, but I managed to delete all this footage. So let me explain what I did. The cod and salmon were super easy because we just put them in buckets. And then for the squids, I had to build a big water slide type of thing going from the river down into the aquarium. After a bit of struggling moving the squids, I managed to get 3 of them into the tank, which meant we had that side finished. Now that leaves us with 2 mobs left, the dolphin and the glow squid. I did some testing in creative and dolphins are just way too annoying to keep alive because when you leave the area, they stop moving and just drown. So I'm not going to be adding them to the zoo, but the glow squids are very easy to keep. So let's get them. First, we need an enclosure, so let's build that. And glow squid tank done. But how do I actually get glow squid from the bottom of the world into here? Maybe if I make a big hole at the bottom of the glow squid enclosure and then just dig straight down. Hopefully we can get into a water cave that's at glow squid level. That would make things so much easier. Okay, so I've hit bedrock and there's no cave. Let's dig sideways and hope we can find something. Oh, let's see, are there any squid? Oh, okay. This actually is really good. There's so many here. But unfortunately, I think I can only take one at a time because it's a 1x1 hole. So for the next couple minutes, I struggled to get one glow squid through the tunnels that we had made. One glow squid. Get up. Oh, this is so annoying. Yes. Okay, good. Finally. Okay, now it's just vertically up and we're there. Now that one was in the tank, we had to get 2 more, which surprisingly took like half the time to get both of them back to the tank. I'm pretty happy with that. So look how this place turned out. I actually really like the look of this. This might be my favorite area in the entire zoo so far. So with that as well, that is the blue area finished. We only have one section left, which is the pink section. And this section will be by far the coolest. It has probably, in my opinion, the cooler mobs of Minecraft, like the axolotl, the mushroom, and the new wolves. So I think we'll start off from this side and we'll work our way around, finishing over here. Let's start here by collecting some mushrooms. So we went over to the shopping district, which is also a mushroom island, and took 2 mushrooms from there. I went to go get some wheat to breed them, and well... it appears somebody has killed all my chickens. That's a little bit annoying. We need to quickly get chickens back in here. Hold on, so where did that fox even come from? Because there's no way he spawned here naturally, did he? That means he escaped my pen way over here. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave them how it is, but let's hope no more escape. After fixing a small fox problem, we got back to work with the mushrooms, but there is variance to the mushrooms, believe it or not. But the way how we get that is we need to strike one of them with lightning. And the probably most reliable way of doing that is with a trident with channeling on it. So we went over to our neighbor's base and stole his trident. So while we wait for a thunderstorm to spawn, we don't really have anything else to do other than build up their enclosure. So let's build up the enclosure. With this enclosure, I really tried to add a lot of color. We made custom mushrooms with lots of different textures and colors, which I think really makes this enclosure stand out. Oh, raining. Is it lightning though? Bang! No. Wait, it is. Wait, what? It has channeling on it. Am I missing something? Do I need to be like up high? Am I too low for lightning to strike? I swear I used to be able to just throw. Hold on. Panicking. Copper. What if we try a lightning rod? I think that might have something to do with it. Copper. Okay, my base. Where's my portal? Go. Okay, I need copper before the storm runs out. Go. I was not prepared. If I see a lightning rod, I'm stealing it. I can always come put it back. I don't see any. Copper. Is there any copper in here? Oh, copper. Lightning rod. Give me. Go before it finishes. Alright, let's see. That works, thank you. Okay, I didn't even need the trident. I didn't even throw it, but at least the cows work now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's all the variants of the mushroom done, which leaves us with 4 mobs left. To fill in this area, I think a polar bear will look nice, so let's start with its enclosure. Because polar bears live in cold areas, I built a cold enclosure. Yeah, that was it. As you can see, this half of the zoo is a lot more interesting, you know? Like this one's all just like trees and grass and pretty boring. And then you get over to this side, you got like the volcano, mushroom, the ice caps, but we're actually gonna go get some mobs for this place. And I feel like these ones will be fairly easy once again. We found a couple polar bears, took them back to the zoo, and put them in their enclosure. So we have 2 left, and each of these 2 will be probably the most difficult ones in the entire zoo. The axolotls have different variants, and one of them is, I believe, the rarest variant in the game, which is the blue axolotl. So my plan to get this was first to build up a big pen next to a coral reef. Secondly, to go into the coral reef and fill my inventory with buckets of tropical fish. And third, feed the axolotls, and then repeat this. So we've bred up a few of them, but I have a feeling we're going to get at least 10 times the amount that is here now. Also, these are like absolutely awful to breed. They take so much time, because you need to go collect it, and then you can only store one at a time, and then you accidentally misplace sometimes like that, and then they all go after it. And this is just awful. Alright, so I've bred up a few of them, but I think we actually have one. Where is it? This one. You, what are you? Are you a blue one? There's no way we already have a blue one. Hold on. Is that a blue one? I think that's a blue one. Wait, hold on. I refuse to believe we've already got a blue one. What was that? That only took 180. So we collected up the 4 other colors. Yeah, I was fully prepared to spend like so many hours there, but I guess, what was that? That was like 2 hours at most. We quickly got some turtle eggs and built up the turtle and axolotl enclosure. I went for a beach kind of theme with this one. So we had a little bit of water at the front and then sand at the back, and I even put a little sandcastle back there. Let's put the axolotls in here. I'm pretty sure these guys hunt axolotls, so I really hope that they can't get into their enclosure. Oh well. Let's see, so pink one, blue one, yellow, cyan, and brown. Lovely. So do they hatch into turtles? I guess time will tell. With those now in their enclosure, we have 1 mob left. dogs. In the 1.21 update, 8 new wolf variants were released, and we're gonna have to collect them all. I think this will be the hardest one yet since they only spawn in certain biomes in the world, and as we found out from the armadillos, they will also have to spawn in new chunks, which again, finding new chunks on the server is kinda difficult. So I think this one will probably be easier if we build the enclosure first. I started off by building some thick trees in the back, and then I just wanted to make this enclosure be kinda boring. So I didn't do anything too fancy with the land, but we did add a little river and just some dog houses. I really like this one. I don't know, it's just like cozy in a way. But now I've begun the hunt for the dogs. I've already seen the first variant just over here. It should be real easy for me to find. There's one. Alright, so what are you? You are the normal dog. So that is one variant successfully in here. And I'll name tag him because I'm not sure if untamed wolves despawn or not. 8 more to go. Actually, there should be a wolf variant that spawns in this kind of biome. Beautiful. So you need to come with me. And the lead broke and the dog died. Okay, well, at least this biome has different wolves, which are right here. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Third one coming in. Let's see. So one should be able to spawn in this biome, but I think this might have been made in 1.20, which means no wolves. Oh, here we go. Here's one. So let's fly him all the way back. Beautiful. The other 5 variants we still need to find will start getting more and more difficult now. Let's see, Savannah Plateaus spawn one. Is this a plateau? Probably not. I think it's too low. Yeah, it's just a normal Savannah. Oh, here we go. This might be a Savannah Plateau. It is. There's the wolf. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get this guy. Now we once again have quite the distance to fly. Okay, beautiful. There's the zoo right there, and we still have the dog alive. So the next wolf we'll try to find will be the striped wolf, which is found in the wooded badlands, which are the badlands with like the trees on top. Here's some mesa that should hopefully have some wooded badlands on it. There's no wooded badlands here. Great. Oh, yes. Okay, we found it. I am so far away. I think if I fly this direction, it's where the portal... Oh my god, the dog already fell and died. That was quick. Good thing we didn't go very far. Alright, so this way should be the portal, hopefully. Perfect. Now let's just bring this guy through and we'll walk him back. 6 down, 3 more to go. We were able to find another dog very quickly, which left us with 2 more. All we need to do is either find a grove, which is probably the harder one to find, or a snowy tiger, which is very easy to find. So, whatever we find first, we'll take. This looks like the kind of terrain we want. Well, here we go. Is this a grove? Okay, so there should be a wolf in here. This grove biome was huge, but I spent the next 20 minutes running back and forth trying to get this wolf to spawn. Yes. That's a fox. Oh, great. This was not very fun. Finally. Alright, now I need to figure out how to get back, because I have no idea where I am. Let's hope we don't kill this one. No. Oh my god. Oh, landing powder snow. That died. No, it didn't. Come on, where is it? There it is. Oh. I did not think he was going to survive that. Okay, let's get out of here. We safely flew this one back to the zoo, and because the last variant isn't a snowy tiger, which are very common, we found it quite quickly. There it is. Perfect. Okay, now we plomp him down here. So now that's all 9 different dog variants in the game and the pink section done, which means we've collected every single passive mob in the game. Wait, no, I lied. I've completely forgotten about cats, and we don't really have any room left in the zoo, so I might just build a cat balloon instead. Cat Blimp's done. And cause I want to get this video up before like next year, just pretend that there's cats in here. But that means that the zoo is 100% complete. I have a little bit of cleaning up here to do. I'll see you guys in the next video.